Let's see what are the ingredients needed for this biryani. Today I have taken 800 grams of chicken. We need to marinate the chicken with these ingredients. For marination, I have used red chili powder, coriander, garam masala, green chilies, some fried onions, mint and coriander leaves. These fried onions gives extra aroma to the biryani as well as for the marination. Never skip this step. Add some salt. I used yogurt because yogurt is a softening agent for the chicken. So we need to mix all together and keep aside for 30 to 1 hour. I haven't used ginger garlic paste at this stage. I don't want to get the raw smell of the ginger garlic paste, so I will use that while sorting with the ghee. If you want, you can use ginger garlic paste at this stage itself. Marination is the main part for this dum biryani. I recommend to use all the ingredients, never skip anything. So this is the magical ingredient, that is the ghee, which gives the extra flavor to this biryani. Let's cook the other part for this biryani, that is the rice cooking. So I need to soak this rice. I have taken 3 cups of basmati rice. We need to remove the starch from the rice. So wash properly to remove all the starch from the rice. Soak the rice for 30 minutes for getting long grains. This is the magical trick. Without soaking, we will not get the long grains. Since it's a dum biryani, we need to cook rice separately. So for cooking the rice, I'm going to boil the rice with some spices like cardamom, bay leaves, cinnamon, cloves and star anise. Without adding the spices while boiling the rice, then it will be the blunt one. It's essential to add the spices while cooking the rice. If you don't like to get a bite of the spices, then you can also add it in a muslin cloth and add to the pot. Once the water gets boiled, add the soaked rice. Add some salt and ghee. Make sure the grains do not overcook. Cook the rice until it is parboiled. When you taste it, you should have a bite. Otherwise, the whole biryani will be sloppy. This is the stage where we need to remove the rice from the stove. Otherwise, it will be smushy one. Let's drain the water from the rice. I'll use this water later while cooking the chicken. So I'll keep aside this water. I don't want to waste this aromatic water. If you want, you can drain it off. Let's cook the chicken. I add some ghee and saute ginger garlic paste until this raw smell goes off completely. Next I'm adding tomato puree on it. If you want, you can add some pieces also. I have taken 2 tomatoes. Once the raw smell has gone completely, it's time to add the marinated chicken. Make sure there is not too much marinade around the chicken pieces. Otherwise, it will be runny. Hence, the texture of the biryani will get soggy. So now I am adding little amount of the drained water, rice drained water, and allow the chicken to cook for 15 to 20 minutes. It should be cooked thoroughly until it gets a thick gravy. I am telling you again, the gravy should not be in a running consistency. Today I plan to do 2 layers of biryani, so I had taken some portion of chicken gravy from the pot. Now I am spreading the cooked rice over the gravy. It should be evenly spread. Make sure it will not be the soggy consistency. See, the grinds are very long enough. So above the rice layer, I am adding some coriander, mint leaves and fried onions for the flavors. If you want, you can add saffron water at this stage. Today I don't have a saffron, so I skipped that step. Repeat the previous steps. I am pouring the remaining gravy over the rice. You can also do it with a single layer. This is an optional thing. You can also add the kebra or rose essence water for the smell. You can keep the charcoal over the rice to get the smoky flavor. These are the extra tips. This will give the savor and fragrance to the biryani. It's completely optional. For making dum, you can follow the traditional method, that is dough method. So for making dough, you can mix 1.5 cups atta with water and make a dough. Stick the dough to the rim of the lid. Today, I am using foil method. Cover the pot with foil. Place a tight lid to trap the steam. Make sure it is airtight. Otherwise, it will not come out with good taste. Heat a old tawa or pan. Place this biryani pot and dum cook for 12 to 15 minutes on a medium heat. Our yummy delicious chicken dum biryani is ready to serve. See how the chicken is well cooked. It is really a succulent and soft tender one. So achieving good texture is one of the most challenges while making biryani. Trust me, once you learn the right steps, it's easy to make out the perfect dum biryani. Hope my recipe shows how is it easy to make a perfect biryani. Keep supporting me by subscribing my channel and like my videos. See you all soon in other video. Bye.